Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Back to throw here.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive, not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. 2nd and 11 now.
They're going to look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Brought in by Coates. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A carry here for the big tight end. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 6. Looking middle, and that's complete. Quick slant there gets him the 1st down. 6 yards on the play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Richardson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's the option going right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Chubb will try the middle here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Running for it, here's Chubb. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now it's Richardson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime, unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throw left side, complete to Chase. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one caught by Coates. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go up the middle with Chubb. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. On the handoff, they start with Richardson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Richardson. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's the option. Running right. And he's into the clear. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Cleveland offense making their way out. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now this one complete on the slant route. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Over the middle here to Coates. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a dump off here complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll give it to Chubb. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. And this is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones now with his second sack here on opening night. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Second and 3.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Got an open man, it's Foster.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
Back to throw here. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Nighthawks are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. Really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And again, it's Chubb. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A give. This is Chubb. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of the first down.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2nd and 4.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Browns, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd and 10, Willis. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. Connection made to Ruckert.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Willis, he'll drop this underneath for Jones.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Willis.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chandler Jones, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
And this returnable for Hill.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Niners come into this one still undefeated this deep in the year despite the 1 tie. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Lance now on first down. They'll get this to Coleman, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On second down, it's Coleman, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Lance. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Lance now on first down. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 6. Here's Lance. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, 49ers. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They'll go again to Jones. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. 3rd down, it's Willis. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They are coming off the game last week, which was a very interesting game. And, Charles, ultimately it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year, you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Lance now to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Coming up on 2nd and 7 on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Lance. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Willis. And it's a Packers touchdown. Darius Slayton halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point safely through, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
19 yards that time for number 19. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
From midfield, here's Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger from 10 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Malik Willis gets set to lead this offense once again. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the counter, here's Kamara. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
To throw, it's Lance. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Deontay Hardy back deep. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Willis's throw taken in by Slayton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance leaping, and he makes the grab. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, it's Lance. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Lance. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lance.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got Bellinger. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be fourth down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, Hardy.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Willis looking to throw it. Connection made to Rucker.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
They go play action with Willis.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wade. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
They run the option here on first and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
The shotgun snap to Willis.
This one is Slayton over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal.
To throw, here's Willis. Out right, he's got Rucker.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. On second and goal, Willis, touchdown, Packers.
Jeremy Rucker,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bass on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Malik Willis gets set to lead this offense once again. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. On second and very short, Willis, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 45 on second down, Willis, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Willis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now Lance. got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. On the draw play, Coleman. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good.
And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Rolling to his left. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. McCaffrey running up the middle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. This is McCaffrey on the give, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Back to throw. Lance. Touchdown 49ers. From 4 yards out. And the Niners are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. This pass complete to Ruckert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Kamara. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The Lance now to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Lance now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go with McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Willis out of the gun. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
Catch made by Slayton.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Right back to the air with Willis. Once again, he finds Slayton.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Willis out of the gun.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Willis to throw once more. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked. Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely. So for the 49ers, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.